Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with BAIN Corp. Today we are going to chat about just a little bit of news here before we start. Facebook Rush is going on right now, so make sure you jump onto Facebook because for the first 200,000 likes, 500 energy, 100% XP boost for 1 day, and 500 silver, which 500,000, which I wish was 5 million. You know, it would be good if they give out some good gifts, but hey, I can't complain because the next two are pretty good. 250,000 likes, 2 epic skill tomes. 300,000 likes, a legendary skill tome. So we all got to get to that, guys. So get on to Facebook ASAP. Last but not least, if we get to 500,000 likes, all of the above rewards are doubled. So that is fantastic. Make sure to go to the Facebook page and like there. Now on to our regularly scheduled programming here. Well, today we are in the Doom Tower, normal, at least for myself. You know, I am right now mid-game, slowly inching myself to end-game there as I build out champions, get better at clan boss, and you know, as you know in my recent videos, I did beat the Doom Tower last month, so I'm kind of on my way right now to beating the Doom Tower again. So we will be doing videos on each of these bosses here that I've gone through. Right now we are at floor 50 of the Doom Tower, facing a level 90 Scarab King here. Now you can see here, like, I don't have an overpowered team like a lot of the teams there that are in the global rankings, where it's just nuke followed by nuke followed by nuke followed by more nuke there. So you know, it's not, this is something where I'm trying to showcase, you know, a different way to do things here, especially if your team is not you know, ridiculously overpowered, or you just don't have the champions to be able to do this stuff. So you know, you can see here Stag Knight's going to come in for his A1 and his A2. So his A1 being that he can put a 30% decrease speed. Now, why is that important? Well, decreasing the Scarab King's speed allows me to only have two people who can decrease turn meter in here. Now, Scarab King is always going to be, that's the best way to keep him from going, because if he goes, you're pretty much finished there, because he does a provoke, and it's a provoke for days, which is insane. So he has a provoke with a counterattack, and it's just a never-ending cycle of death there. So besides that, in this particular comp, and this is a slow burn comp because we really only have one person. Armiger has the max HP burn, their ability, so, or decrease max HP ability. So he's the only one on this team that has that. Now I could re-kit, could put, you know, all these guys in decrease max HP, their destroy gear, but I'd only be doing that for this particular level, and just in my regards, it doesn't make sense just to gear these guys just for one level, and it takes a boatload of cash, which is hard to come by. So I just can't justify that. So that's why, just like most of you, we're trying to find a different team to do things a different way. So we have Armiger going in with his destroy gear. There, obviously his A1 has a 30% decreased turn meter. I don't even use his A2. Now most of you would be like, whoa, oh my goodness, why not use his A2? His A1 is the most important ability here for turn meter. If you use his A2, he will go out of sync and the Scarab King will get a turn. So that's the main thing. Now, obviously, we're going to have a lure here. She is literally the best champion for this. The only problem in this particular case is that she is weak affinity. Now, the main thing you could do is gear her to actually, with affinity, with the affinity artifacts, and then hopefully she would be less weak versus the Scarab King. Unfortunately, I don't have that stuff. I just haven't worked on building that stuff out, but maybe I should, because that would be actually something where we can gear her in the affinity breaker set, and then she would actually be putting a lot less in terms of weak hits on the Scarab King. Now her A1 is going to be a thing that we're worried about, because she's literally, if she hits all her A1s with all criticals, it's going to take 75% down of the turn meter. So that's important for this level. Now, we have two shield champions in here. One that extends like buffs, and then one I could probably get away with just doing Miscreant Monster, to tell you the truth. But Valerie is in here just for the secondary type of burn in this situation, just to make sure that just in case the shield falls off, you know, we've got that second person in there. Plus, she's in a shield set, so that's going to give us the ability to auto the first two levels there without having to worry about stopping the auto, and then just come out of auto as we're getting to the Scarab boss, or Scarab King, I should say. Alright, so we're in here. We're just going to be slamming these guys. It's not going to be fast because we don't really have, actually we have no DPSs in here. Obviously, though Miscreant Monster is a beast, he's kitted out with a lot of, well, he has to be kitted out with a lot of HP. I have him with ton of speed and then crit damage, crit rate. So he is very well geared for this particular level. Obviously, you guys all know about Armiger. He has to be geared just the way he is set up. Now, I wish he was stronger, my particular Armiger, but we have to worry about so much with Armiger. He needs pretty much every stat because he is an uncommon there. So it's very hard if you're not super endgame to kit him out properly. Alright, so we've come off auto here. You can see this is pretty much like all the time. He's not going to have his A2 ready there. So that's why the shield champion from Allure is very important to bring in. From Valerie is very important to bring in. So let's get this going. Alright, so you see here 2 weak hits. She only took a little bit. This is why we have speed reduction here, and we also have Armiger just using his A1, so it's going to be a slow burn getting him down, but it will happen. There's just going to take a long time. Now, this is the second skill that I really like on Stag Knight. So attacks all enemies 75, so 70% chance of placing, 60% decrease defense, and decrease attack for 2 turns. So this is really where this comes in nice, because now all our abilities are going to hit just a little bit harder. So let's keep going. Alright, so his shield is ready to go. Lightning Storm, we hit that. Doesn't even matter how much of a shield it puts on. Even a sliver will make sure that the Scarab boss cannot go. Alright, so only 1 turn meter hit there. Alright, so there's 2, so that's good. And there's a 30%. And we're just going to try to keep them as low as possible for as long as possible here. Well, for the whole match is really what we're trying to do here. There's actually almost no need for anyone else to do any other abilities other than Miscreant Monster there, and then every once in a while an A2 from Valerie. So I might as well hit her A2 now just to extend all buffs and then put it on the extra attack. Now once you know what you're doing, just in terms of making sure we roll, yeah, we can wait one turn, just making sure that we roll through the A1s and hit the A2 for Miscreant Monster when everyone is down around 1 bar of shield health left. You know, then we're kind of rolling at that point there, and then you could manual this really quickly, and that's the beauty of this particular setup of characters. Is it's a fast manual, not a slow manual. You don't have to really think about it all that much, because it's pretty much all A1s into A1s into A1s here. So you can see here he's we're draining him pretty quickly here. Once he gets past that like 50%, he's taking some heavy hits, and that is it for the Scarab King. So you can see here, oh, that was my fastest time, 4 minutes 41 seconds, and this is kind of while I'm talking to you guys. Obviously, Miscreant Monster is the MVP of this battle, and so I would actually say Armbringer as well. And Stag Knight is super important. If you don't have Stag Knight, this kind of doesn't work there. So feel free, copy the team. Do like and subscribe to this video there, as I notice most of the people watching are not subscribed. So please, it doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe here and like and notify and put notifications on. If you have any questions, feel free. Shoot me a comment in the comment sections there, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. You guys have a fantastic day, and hopefully we'll chat again soon, because we will chat then.